Summer Birds, the Butterflies of Maria Marion. In the Middle Ages, people believed that insects were evil, born from mud in a process called spontaneous generation. Maria Marion was only a child, but she disagreed. She studied caterpillars in secret, for the neighbors would have accused her of witchcraft if they knew. Maria watched carefully as her caterpillars spun themselves cocoons, which opened to reveal summer birds or butterflies and moths. She saw the whole life cycle of the summer birds and documented what she learned in vibrant paintings. This is the story of one young girl who took the time to observe and learn, and in doing so, disproved a theory that went all the way back to ancient Greece. Summer Birds is the story of Maria Sibelius Marion, who lived in the 1700s and traveled all the way from the Netherlands to South America to study her beloved butterflies. Summer Birds was a medieval name for the mysterious butterflies and moths that appeared suddenly during warm weather and vanished in the fall. Each year, the sky fills with summer birds. Many people call them butterflies. Everyone believes that these insects come from the mud, as if by magic. I disagree. I am only 13 years old, but I capture insects, and I study them. I have to catch my insects in secrets. Neighbors would accuse me of witchcraft if they knew. Everyone says insects are evil, but I know my summer birds are beautiful and harmless. I keep caterpillars and summer birds in boxes and jars. I feed the caterpillars with leaves. I sit still and I watch them. Caterpillars are born from eggs laid by summer birds. The caterpillars eat leaves and they grow and eat some more. When the caterpillars are big enough, they spin cocoons. These are made of silky threads. While the caterpillars rest inside their silky cocoons, they turn into summer birds. The summer birds come out of their cocoons with wings, ready to fly. Then they fly from one flower to another, sipping nectar. I know the grown-ups are wrong about summer birds. Insects are not born from mud. I have seen their whole life cycle with my own eyes. Insects grow slowly, changing from one form to another. None of the forms are evil. I love to paint colorful pictures of every kind of caterpillar, cocoon, and summer bird. I keep a notebook filled with my paintings. I write down everything the summer birds do. In my paintings, I always show which kinds of leaves the caterpillars eat. I also paint the flowers where summer birds drink nectar. Sometimes I think that I am like a summer bird, waiting to fly. Right now, I am a child, but in a few years I will be grown. When I am a grown-up, I will be free to travel to faraway lands, painting all sorts of rare summer birds and flowers. Maybe I will even paint the lizards and frogs of faraway lands. I have some tadpoles in a jar of water. I have seen how they are born from eggs, not from mud. I watch the tadpoles eat and grow until finally, when they are big enough, they begin to grow legs. The tadpoles have turned into frogs. Someday, I will put my paintings into a book. Then everyone will know the truth about small animals that change their forms. When people understand the life cycles of creatures that change forms, they will stop calling small animals evil. They will learn, as I have, by seeing a wingless caterpillar turn into a flying summer bird. Maria Sibelius Marion was born in Frankfurt, Germany in 1647. When she was only 3, she already displayed such enthusiasm for painting that her father, an engraver, predicted she would become a great artist. After her father's death, her mother remarried a painter who encouraged Maria's interest in flowers and insects. Maria's curiosity about small living things was unusual at the time because Europeans still believed that beetles, worms, larvae, caterpillars, and frogs were formed from mud. This idea of spontaneous generation from a non-living puddle of wet dirt was an ancient Greek concept that led Europeans to think of insects and other small creatures as beasts of the devil. People feared the natural process of metamorphosis, or changing forms from caterpillar to butterfly, or from tadpole to frog. If animals could shapeshift, then couldn't people also be transformed into werewolves and other fearsome beasts? At the age of 13, Maria was already well on her way to disproving the ancient theory. By careful observation, she discovered that metamorphosis is natural, not supernatural. There was no witchcraft involved and nothing to fear. Beginning with silkworms brought from Asia by a merchant, she watched the slow process of change, recording every detail in her notes and sketches. Her studies were far ahead of her time. She eventually became a famous scientist, an artist, and explorer. At a time when women rarely traveled at all, she and her younger daughter Dorothea went to South America alone. In Suriname, she painted insects, plants, birds, and reptiles. Just as she'd hoped, Maria's paintings were published in beautiful books that help people understand life cycles of flowers and insects. Her work was admired and collected by Russian Tsar Peter the Great. Today, as a result of Maria Sibelius' careful studies, we know that butterflies, moths, and frogs do not spring from mud. We also know that they are not evil, but natural and amazing.